problem we struggle with in worship a lot of times is because we have so many competing thoughts and so many competing issues in life. And there's all these things that come in, but when you begin to look at the glory of the Lord and you begin to look at how amazing He is and what He's done and the attributes, then what begins to happen is that your problems and your circumstances now literally come to a place where they are in an appropriate proportion to the greatness of who God is. And now all of a sudden, what you thought was unsurmountable, what you thought you couldn't overcome, what you thought was too big to handle, all of a sudden becomes smaller in the presence of the glory of God. And it reveals the nature of who God is, how good He is. Now, we do it with truth, and that comes from Scripture. It's just not our imagination of like who God is and have these weird thoughts, God is this, God is that. No, we find out who God is through Scripture. That's the truth part. And the Spirit part is coming from my heart. True. Worship should reflect His nature, not our nature. Nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with talking about a hurt. But if talking about and singing about a hurt and acknowledging somebody's pain, that's wonderful. I get it. We want to identify with the world. But worship isn't for us. It's for Him. And when you know who He is, you discover who you are. And when you talk about your nature and your problems, you magnify it. But when you worship based upon the nature of God, you find out your authority, your identity, your victory, your strength, because it comes from Him. You were created in the image and the likeness of Him. So when you worship Him according to His nature, you're actually realigning your identity.